How every introverted personal trainer can make self-promotion feel natural. Hey, Sensei Sarah here with another incredible insights episode for every introverted personal trainer who wants to market yourself in a way that feels comfortable and get started online without feeling like your quiet nature is holding you back. So here's this week's incredible insights. Insight number one, give them your most relaxed, friendly version of you. So, from everything I've learned about the human body and business over the years, there's one simple thing that really stands out to me, and it's that human brains need information in order to make decisions. Now, the brain gathers the information, sorts through it, and allows the person to make a decision one way or the other. But first, the brain must assess if the person in front of them seems friendly or not. And the best way to assess this is in person, but failing that, video is a really close second. Now, unfortunately, most introverted trainers hate the idea of being on camera. They think they have a face that was made for radio, and they possibly couldn't have anything interesting to say. And they are right. There. I said it. You're right. Why? Because when you think like that, you come across like that. Now, human beings have an immense capacity for understanding emotion. Like, we can even hear someone smile on the telephone. So the trick to presenting your friendliest, most relaxed self in a situation that makes you feel horrendously uncomfortable is planning or having a reason to do it that's stronger than your fear, or both. Now, I can tell you, as a kid, I would run away from the camera whenever it came out, and I still hate having my photo taken. So for me, the thought of being on video, especially live, was absolutely terrifying. But a friend asked me if I'd do a Q&A session for his Facebook group about 8 years ago, and because I didn't want to let him down, I did it. And the thing that I found, it wasn't as half as bad as I thought. People were really nice and asked really great questions. And once I got into the flow of answering those questions, I completely forgot that I was being recorded. Now, since then, I've done some kind of video content every week, making sure I've planned exactly what I'm going to say, because I have a memory like a fish. Like, I can forget what I was saying halfway through a conversation, and I'm really rubbish at remembering what I wanted to say. Now, I've tried bullet point notes, but I still feel conscious that my brain works too slowly to be engaging on a video. So I'm going to let you into a little secret. I write out a script, and then I read it. Because I know me. I know that's how I feel most comfortable being on camera. So that's what I do. I'm definitely not one of those people who can just turn on the camera and start talking gold. You know, my friend Jim is really good at that, but I'm not. And that's okay, because I'm not trying to be him. My customers want to know me. And if I have to be on video to do that, that's the way that I have to do it. Otherwise, I'm a rabbit in the headlights, and that really does not come across very well to potential customers. So making yourself feel comfortable is by far and away the most important part of self-promotion. So while some of it might be outside of your comfort zone, there are ways to taking those steps more bearable. And don't forget, the whole purpose is to help your potential clients decide, firstly, whether you're friendly or not. So you have to let them feel like they know you a little bit, and seeing your face is a big part of that. So insight number two is get to the point fast. So once someone has decided that you're friendly, that's when they'll actually start listening to what you're trying to say. Now, if you're fumbling around for words that have mysteriously vanished out of your head, that's happened to me a lot, or you're spending 20 minutes to say something that you could have said in 2 minutes, people will get bored and move on. So knowing what you want to say and getting to the point is more and more important these days, as people's attention span gets shorter and the competition for that attention is really fierce. And that's why planning what you want to say is key. Like, I had a business mentor once who would start every point that he tried to make with a story about when he was a relationship counselor. And every time I heard the words, back when I was a counselor, I thought, oh, here we go. Because I knew it would be 10 minutes before we got to the point of the story. Now, people are in a rush these days. Get to the point. A huge mistake trainers make is that they try to teach everything they know to everyone all at once. But these days, bite sized is way more powerful, which is great for people who hate being on camera because you don't have to do it for very long at all. And if people like what you're saying, they'll stick around. Now, insight number 3 is show up consistently. So, as kids, when we did something fun, we wanted to do it again and again and again. And it's amazing how often we do that, even now as adults. Like, think about how many times you listen to your favorite song on repeat before you get tired of it, or how many episodes of your favorite TV show you can watch back to back. Your content is exactly the same for people who are enjoying what you're saying. They want more of it, so give them it. And this is where having a weekly show or a podcast or an article of the week can be really great. And the longer you can do it for, the more people trust you to stick around. So I remember when I first started as a trainer in a gym, one lady told me she'd been waiting a few months before deciding whether to pay me or not because she wanted to listen to me train other people in the gym first, and then she wanted to be sure that I'd stick around. And it's exactly the same online. So find a method of delivery that makes you feel comfortable. Plan what you're going to say and then say something consistently. So here's what I'd like you to take away from this incredible insights episode. When it comes to marketing yourself online, it can take introverted personal trainers a lot more effort than others, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it or that you'll be terrible at it. You just need to figure out the ways that make you feel more comfortable so that people who would much prefer to be trained by you even know that you're actually there. In fact, once we set our minds to something, introverted people are usually much more committed than extroverted ones, which makes us seem much more trustworthy and reliable. But by far, the biggest point to remember here is that by putting yourself out there, you're simply giving potential clients the information they need to make a decision about whether they trust you enough to pay you money or not. And you do this by showing the most friendly, relaxed version of yourself, getting to the point quickly, and showing up consistently. So if you're one of those introverted personal trainers who's ready to take this to the next level, just click on the link in the description where you can grab my free video, 7 advantages introverted personal trainers have over extroverts and show-offs. It makes it really easy for you to market yourself in ways that feel comfortable without feeling like your quiet nature is holding you back. So I'm Sensei Sarah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode of Sensei Sarah's Incredible Insights.